Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Luis Jesus Duran and today we are going to talk about networking. We all know how important is networking in our professional lives. We have to make contacts with some other people in order to make business, to get new possibilities and opportunities, to improve our careers. Or maybe we want to just sell our service, a product, or whatever we have to offer. So I have just found an article that can help us to develop this important skill. This is an article published on INC, and it is titled 9 Smart Habits of Highly Effective Networkers. So what I'm gonna do is to share this information with you guys in order to, for you to know what are the main important highlights of this article that can help us to develop our skills in terms of networking. So, first of all, a little disclaimer. As you can notice, I am not English speaker, native English speaker. I am pushing myself in order to improve my English. So if I have some mistakes whenever I am talking or maybe when I am reading, sorry in advance. So let's get started. I'm gonna read some parts of this article for you to know the most important points of this. I've written before about the guy who started swearing within seconds of meeting us at a networking event. Most of us are more professional at events than that, but it's not uncommon to feel uncomfortable, like you've gone back in time to an awkward junior high school dance. Fortunately, there is a solution. The people who really excel at networking events often follow familiar strategies. One that you can use as well. It allows them to enjoy themselves, make contacts, and leave feelings that their time has been well spent. In the Wall Street Journal recently, Sue Schellenberger interviewed experts and networkers who were trying to improve their performance about their best practices. Here's the plan they describe, organized in 9 easy steps. First of all, do your homework. There are two main ways to prepare for these kind of events. The first is to research who will be there ahead of time so that you have specific people in mind whom you want to meet. The second is simply to be sufficiently informed and in the frame of mind to make interesting small talk, whether it's about local issues, business, sports, or maybe a great article you read recently. You want to go to conversation that won't seem forced. 2. Read the room correctly. There are a number of things to consider here, but in short, look for groups of people in which you can be a positive contributor. A tight circle of 3 to 5 people standing face to face in a close O, maintaining eye contact and talking intently might look intriguing. Schellenberger writes, but they may be solving a pressing problem, making them too busy to greet someone new. Okay, so you have to be careful because there are some groups in where you are not going to interrupt the conversation just because it's not going to see well. It's not good. It's not a good idea. Okay. 3. Be helpful. You know how they say that when it comes to your professional network, you have to make deposits before you can make withdrawals. That applies to in-person networking events as well. So take the opportunity to help others by making introductions and sharing information before you try finding ways to benefit yourself. Be ready to shake hands. You're there to meet people, not to tie one or loop up on foot. So, Schellenberger advises it's a good idea to make sure you always have at least one hand free. Sure, have a drink, eat some horse de brew, or I don't know how it is pronounced because that's French. But make sure you can carry it all. You can carry it all in your left hands. 5. Study body language and eye contact. People will tell you, even without realizing it, whether they are open to being approached or interested in talking. Those who are genuinely open to new relationships adopt an open stance, shoulder apart, and hands at their sides, turning slightly toward newcomers to welcome them, said one of the networking experts, Kelly Decker of Decker Communications. Step 6. Focus on quality over quantity. The person who walks away from a networking event with a fistful of business cards but no meaningful connections has achieved little. It's often better to have a few good conversations that you might actually follow up on versus a bunch of fleeting instructions that nobody even remembered the next day. Step 7. Love the one you are with. When you start talking with someone, you make a short-term commitment to engage in conversation. Don't look over the shoulder of the persons you are talking to in case someone more interesting shows up. Schellenberger writes. Be humble and authentic. This always amazes me, people who try to stack up all the oxygen in the room in the hope that they will somehow win the game by being the center of attention. A vanity contest like that doesn't benefit anyone. Instead, be smart and confident but modest enough to allow others to have their turn to talk as well. Step 9. Have a little compassion for one thing, but more than that, recognize that people who are having a hard time striking up a conversation are likely to be even more receptive to your introduction. As Schellenberger puts in, don't assume anyone standing alone is a loser and should be avoided. Yeah, because you never know. There are many interesting people who are not open enough to start a conversation, properly talking. Perhaps they are shy, perhaps they had bad experiences in the past. So I really don't understand this idea behind the thing that people don't wanna perhaps have some barriers in the moment where they have to introduce themselves. So we have to be receptive. We have to understand the situation, okay, and be helpful with those people who need this little first step. And maybe they are pretty interesting. They could be a very valuable contact. He can help us in some or other order of things. Okay, so I think that these advices, these 9 steps to improve our networking process whenever we are in an event, are very helpful. So give me your comments. What do you think about it? If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, or just send me an invitation if you are watching this on LinkedIn. Remember, as a little disclaimer, I am talking in English in order to push myself to improve my English language skills. So see you in the next video.